That's amazing. Amazing story. Not where I thought the story would go, which is even better, right? And so, did you ever find out who helped you out at that time?
Never found out.
Never. And that's even more amazing, right? That no one needed the credit for it.
100%. Just seeing that effect that it had on my family and it had on me, I was like, somebody did something extremely nice for us, and it changed our lives. And it's as simple as doing that for somebody else.
Yep. And I can see how now that kind of pours into exactly why you're putting such a big, emphasis on helping the community. And that's amazing because it came from a personal experience and by example, right?
100%. It's like, I have a story that I tell a lot of United Way presentations because that's part of the reason I'm so in love with United Way is because they are that change for families, for kids, for, senior citizens, for whoever it is that needs it. They're not necessarily seeing the individuals behind it, but they know that somebody's there to help them. And it comes back to a story my mom used to tell me when I was a kid of a little kid at a beach, a bunch of starfish washing up ashore. And he's just throwing them back one by one back into the ocean. And some person comes up to him and is like, "What are you doing? There's all of these other starfish washing up on shore. It's not going to make a difference. You're not going to get them all. So why even do this? You're not going to get them all." And he just picks up one more. He says, "Well, it's going to make a difference to this one." He just continues doing what he's doing. And that's what it feels like, working with United Way, working with giving back, or just being a positive influence in general.
That's a good lesson. I think a lot of people, when it comes to giving back to a community, they think, "Oh, well, I can't help everyone." But all you really have to do is help one family or one person, right? And it changes everything. Like your example. And so that's an amazing story to hear, and I hope that a lot of people hear that story. And so, what makes with all of this that we talked about today, what would be your words for trying to get more people involved, whether they're leaders in the community or just simply someone listening to this podcast?
Stay aware, of what's going on. So Facebook is a great resource to see who you can reach out to help, to volunteer, to organize something, or just be that change yourself. Be a positive influence wherever you can. Even if it's just as simple as somebody walking by you and you like their glasses. Just saying that nice comment. People always say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. But if you have something nice to say it. Just any little difference that you can make, whether it be in a small day-to-day conversation or if you want to get more involved. It doesn't have to be a huge, thing that you get involved with off the jump. Just starting off small and growing off of that. Finding something that you want to help, whether it be homelessness, nonprofits, food banks, whatever it is that you're passionate about, or not even passionate about, just have a interest in being a part of. Reach out to the people that are already in that position, and I guarantee you they're going to be more than happy to point you to a place where you can start.
Yeah, and that's a great point. And then, I mean, even just to add to that a tiny bit from what I see kind of walking around, just walking around your neighborhood or walking, into a store or a restaurant or a grocery store, walking around, just smile or wave or say hi. One positive gesture like that can go a long way. You have no idea what that person has gone through that just passed you or what they're going through that day, and just a little gesture like that can change everything. I mean, if everyone in the community is doing that, you're going to have a very positive, happy community.
Exactly. Yeah. If you have something nice to say it.
Yep, exactly.